It's definitely been a big year for SpotX, starting with the RTL investment, 65% strategic stake in SpotX going back last year. From this point forward, we've really been focused on expanding our portfolio of products, being able to provide value to a media owner, representing holistic inventory management across all distribution channels that they have. So, that's sort of been the theme of this year. And we've struck a number of key strategic partnerships in the last few months, namely with Clypd, who's a great partner, and more recently with TiVo, which is going to allow us the opportunity to live sync digital audiences with a TV set using first or third party data, which gives us this universal view of the value of audience. And that's ultimately what we're getting at here, is what is the value of audience and how can a media owner extract that value across all distribution channels.
So when you look at the partnership with TiVo specifically, let's just use that as kind of a case study, right? Like in the next 3 to 6 months, what is it that you guys really hope to gain out of that? And what are you hoping to be able to kind of show? Is it a capability demonstration, or is there like hard ROI value right out of the gates that you guys can prove?
Sure, I think it's sort of a seed capability that we will be able to build off of. And the long-term goal here is to enable media owners with sort of a closed loop view of ROI at a campaign level. So if you think about the ability to sync audiences across screens, what you effectively can do is create a campaign stream for a media owner that allows them to value inventory inside of a campaign. So it's not a currency, but it does give them the insight that they need to help make ad decisions and optimize for yield.
Looking at the, kind of what you guys have done in market and what you continue to try to do in market, do you look at things like DAI? Like, what's the execution state of some of the cool partnerships that you guys have started to form?
Yeah, so, what it ultimately comes down to is, how a media owner wants to execute and how they want to represent their inventory to a brand or a marketplace. So when we start talking about things like DAI, it's definitely in our future. We will definitely be pursuing that, as well as media owners that possess addressable capabilities, either through a connected TV environment or set-top box level dynamic ad insertion. Wherever the capabilities lie, we are building the infrastructure that allows media owners to appropriately monetize that inventory using the executions that they choose.
Do you feel at all that the IP television construct, right, which has been around for a long time and there's been heads of steam and it's kind of been a hit or miss, if that starts to really pick up steam, do you think does that change the conversation for you guys at all, or is that just another pipe and another kind of tech stack?
That's our wheelhouse. So as being a digital video monetization platform, anything that is an IP stream where you have the ability to discover an audience in real time, that's our wheelhouse. So as viewership in the platforms of connected TV or IPTV expand, that bodes well for us. I will say that, as we talk about, a transition from traditional broadcast television to IP streams, we tend to think of it in terms of scale. We tend to think of it as, IPTV compared to broadcast. Where is that tipping point? And I think, quite frankly, that it doesn't take 110 million households in the U.S. to be IP before the marketplace really starts to look at IPTV as sort of the starting point to build a campaign around that.